really the conversations we would have in the beginning of the year about what are you doing for 9/11, and the new teachers that would come in and they're like, I know I need to teach it, but what do I do? And really people here, and especially my department, are so willing to share things. But this was one of those things that people, as adults, we remember, and it was a very personal teaching experience.
I'm 60 years old, and certainly in my 60 years, it's the most important event of my lifetime, more so than the Kennedy assassination or things like that. And I feel that it has to be taught, and it has to be taught well, and it has to avoid rancor and prejudice and bitterness. It has to be taught academically sound. And I think there was a great need for work to be done on a real curriculum that could be provided for students of all ages in high school and in middle school as well.
There's just such limited materials out there that it's from that conversation that I thought, if we could have something scaffolded every year and it could build on one another, that would be the ideal way to go, rather than to just create, a mishmash of different lessons that really had no sequencing.
I had looked around in my own time looking for samples of curriculum or lessons that would help me teach my students better, and I couldn't find anything that was of any value.
I put an email out to the department asking anybody who wanted to get involved in the curriculum, and there was over a dozen people that wanted to be involved from the middle school to the high school. And I sat with my high school counterparts and we kind of hashed out what we wanted to see in the curriculum. And our assistant superintendent said, the one thing you need to do is to make sure that these units correlate with the curriculum for the year. And they need to be short units, no more than 3 to 4 days. So working within those parameters, we thought, okay, what kind of foundational knowledge do we want to start with in 6th grade and work up to what do we want in the end in 12th grade. They're happy to have something concrete to teach them with resources available, a ready-made lesson plan. By the time we get these 6th graders in the high school, hopefully they will have a lot more background knowledge to work with, and that will even enhance the lessons at the high school a little more. And by the time they graduate from high school, hopefully they have a better worldview of the events of 9/11 and the aftermath and why the world is the way it is today.
I'm a why person, because why did it happen? But I'm looking more at the aftermath of the event and how we can work our tails off that it never happens again. I think that's my responsibility as a teacher.